right, let's move on over to Conor McGregor, because we talk about Conor, the views just go up. So we got to talk about
Say his name, Conor.
Yeah,
we're talking about Conor.
100%. Smoke him like a brisket. That was Masvidal's line from last week that went viral. All right, this is a quote from Conor on Max. This is a quality opponent. I wish I could do an Irish accent, but I can't.
Let's hear it.
And our last bout was martial arts mastery by yours truly. So I plan on doing it again. I plan on showing my growth and my improvements there. I'm very, very excited for it. Preparation has gone very well. We are living, breathing, and sleeping in the gym. What's your guys' takeaway on this quote from Conor McGregor?
I don't know if he's living, sleeping, all that in the gym. For sure, he's probably preparing. But I thought in their first fight, he showed a full arsenal of martial arts. I mean, he injured his legs, switched to wrestling. Nobody knew he was going to be shooting shots like that. He's a knockout guy. He's a stand-up guy. But he went out there and won the fight, did what he had to do. That's mastering martial arts, switching from being a kickboxer to getting your opponent down, winning rounds, and winning the fight. I thought he did a great job the first time.
If he is sleeping and living in the gym, like he says he truly is sleeping on the mats and living in the gym, do you believe that, one? And two, is that enough at this point with 5 years off to now starting to get really serious and prepping for this fight like that?
I don't care. If you sleep in a garage every day, it doesn't make you a car, So
That's awesome.
I don't care how much he's been sleeping in what. Max has been doing this. That's the one thing we do know. How many times does Max still fight in a year? Twice a year? Yeah. 3 times a year against the world's
best. Sleeping.
Every time he's out, he's fighting the world's best. So I don't care if Max is sleeping in a 5-star hotel or not. I got Max. Again, I'm going to say, just smoking this dude.
Speaking of sleeping, Conor McGregor, I'll put you to sleep in Abu Dhabi, bud.
Clip it. I love it.
Clip it and rip it.
Oh,
Sleeping Mac.
How much do you take from their last fight? So in the last fight, Conor
it's too long ago,
tore
man.
his ACL,
it's too long
and he
ago.
out-wrestled him.
It's too long ago.
Is there anything do you think Conor's going in this fight trying to out-wrestle Max? Because he did get out-wrestled in his last fight against Oliveira.
Nah,
Conor's not that kind of wrestler.
Yeah, he's not.
And he doesn't have the gas tank to, if he does wrestle and doesn't get a takedown or has to scramble, those later rounds, he's going to be gassed, bro. Yeah. Especially at 170, he's going to be heavier. I don't know. I don't think it's good. Max is a volume cardio guy with power now, so I think it's just trouble.
Yeah.
The later it goes.
Look at Chimaev. I mean, Chimaev is a wrestler. He's great at wrestling, and by the second round, he was exhausted from wrestling. Wrestling just taxes the body like it's insane. It's the hardest part of MMA as far as cardio goes, is the wrestling aspect, and especially if you're not used to doing it. Conor's never grinded out a fight for 5 rounds of trying to take someone down and control them. So I don't see that
like Max. I know against Charles he didn't have the best outing, but besides that fight with Charles, I've never seen Max get controlled ever in my life.
No, that's what makes it so impressive.
Good wrestlers, He's never been controlled, or I never seen him get taken down and just stay on his back. So I don't think Conor's the guy to do that. Charles is exceptional in that department.
And it wasn't, Charles didn't use traditional wrestling. It was a lot of body locks, a lot of clinch, different stuff. I bet Max's fundamental wrestling defense is probably really good if a guy's shooting regular shots, but grappling and crawling around to your back is different. Like a jiu-jitsu guy's grappling is a different field than a wrestler. The setups, the takedowns, the defense is different. So I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think Conor has what Charles has to stay on him like that.
Yeah, I would be shocked. That would be insane. Let's just talk. We were talking about this in the back. I know we don't we're old Max Holloway fans. We love, I like Conor McGregor. I think he's entertaining. I think he's a great fighter. He's had a lot of time off. But let's just imagine Conor ends up winning. He goes out there and has this crazy performance.
One-shot kill?
Yeah, one-shot kill. What does that do for the sport? What does that do for the future of the UFC and Conor McGregor?
He's the biggest star, so the sport, everything's going to rise with it. A lot of fun matchups, What if, though? If.
It's fighting.
If.
There's nothing guaranteed in fighting.
I think the world would be turned upside down. I think it would be absolutely crazy. We saw the ticket sales for this fight.
I didn't know that. You guys just told me in the green room.
The nosebleed seats right now, it's sold out. It's like $2,600 or $2,800 for the worst seat in the house.
And it's already sold out.
Floor seats are like $40,000 or something like that. It's insane. And he hasn't fought in forever. So he still has got a crazy fan base that want to watch him fight.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheapest seat, 2,400.
Yeah. I think the MSG
It might be
card-
bigger because of his layoff. You know, people are excited to see him back. They don't know how many times he's going to come back. This could be it. You know, what if he gets whipped?
100%. You just want that opportunity to see Conor perform.
in person.
Yeah, 100%. We have a couple more chat questions. Let's get to those. Thoughts on Conor's gas tank? What's the over/under on his tank at 170? I say under 1.5 rounds.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna give it more on that. I think 2.5.
Hell.
Half.
With Max.
2.5. It's a 5-round fight. 2.5. Halfway point. I think it starts going downhill.
I think I'm gonna call it with Buddy right here. Like,
1.5.
yeah, like
If he doesn't finish Max within 1.5 rounds, there's no chance of Conor winning that fight.
I wouldn't see it happening.
Yeah.
Kudos to him if he pulled that off. But it's just because it's also Max, a guy that knows his greatest weapon is his gas tank. He also knows Conor's greatest default is his gas tank. So I just think Max is gonna, skate the first round, move a little bit, this and that, and then apply that pressure after.
Yeah, I just think Max is such a volume puncher, doesn't get tired, just keeps bringing nonstop action, where it's going to make Conor uncomfortable enough that that round and a half does sound pretty legit. Just because all the time off, Conor has struggled with cardio before, and I don't care what kind of strength and conditioning regime, routine you have going on. It's about the comfortability of being in there, and he's been out for so long, and he was already uncomfortable in there enough to get tired in other fights that it's going to make just that much worse once he's in there.
And bro, 5 years is a long time. So he's got a bunch of questions that need to be answered after the bell rings that he doesn't know, what's going to happen too. Conor doesn't know exactly what's going to happen. 5 years is a long time. Going up and fighting a guy like George says, who's been active, world champion, was a BMF champion. Like, this guy's fought the best of the best.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years you've been away.
Yeah, and we're not even talking about one of the worst injuries that you could possibly come back from too, with the leg break like that too. So we don't know where he's at kicking wise.
His mobility, his timing, like bouncing back and being able to counterpunch.
I still can't bounce on my toes. Like, I can't do jump rope. It's painful
No
doing
way.
jump rope. Yeah, there's a lot of things I can't do when I circle, especially in the beginning, like as a warm up. It's painful. I'm not saying that he has that same feeling, but I could just tell you that injury. It just is a constant thing that you're gonna have to be dealing with, All right, so we have some more questions. All right, Chris, as someone who, I probably just answered this, I'm guessing. Chris, as someone who broke your leg, do you think Conor talking about I've got a plan for in case I break my leg signals that he's still nervous post-injury?
Well, he's going to have to break the other leg because I think there's a steel rod. You can't break that one again. It's going to be tough.
He might get like a fracture on the shin on the leg, but it's not going to break with that titanium rod through the shin bone. I think when I got that surgery, the doctor said there's no way you could break your leg again. So I don't.
You can break it, but it won't be disfigured.
It won't be disfigured. You're not, compound fracturing or
But
whatever.
is that even legal to have a titanium rod? They're like shin for shin, you're gonna wreck somebody else's
No,
shin.
but the titanium is inside your bone. So like when he kicks you, it's his bone hitting you. It's just like this, it's just this thin rod in the middle of his bone, and it's light apparently. I don't know if it sounds cool that it would be like more painful for you than him, but I don't know. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's an advantage.
Yeah. Or you would know.
I got metal in my hands too. It doesn't
do anything.
It just hurts me. Actually.
It just sucks at you.
Yeah. No, it
just get held up at the airport.
I broke my hand once and had surgery, and they put a pin, but they took it out.
Oh, I had those before too. That's nasty.
Bro,
because the pins are in your hand, like outside your hands.
It had a big loop on the end, and they had to pull it out. Bro,
I had that.
Horrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
How long did the pin was in there?
Maybe 6 weeks. I don't know, something like that.
Like 6-8 weeks or something. Yeah, you just got these pins hanging out of your hand.
And